Hello friends, welcome to Shri Netralaya. In this video, I will show you few tips and tricks to manage IOL Exchange. IOL Exchange is an important procedure where IOL has to be exchanged for any particular reason, most commonly the refractive surprises. So let's start. Anterior chamber is filled with high density viscoelastic. Here I am having a 2.6 mm main incision and a 23 gauge side bolt. I am using a Sinskey hook and IOL dialer to bimanually deliver the IOL into the anterior chamber. First, using Sinskey hook, the IOL optic is cast on the edge and it is tilted and delivered out in the anterior chamber. Now we have one haptic and a partial optic of IOL in the anterior chamber. We will fill the capsular bag with the viscoelastic and dial the rest of the IOL into the anterior chamber. I am avoiding to have a vertically standing IOL so that it will not damage the posterior capsule and endothelial cells. Now we have our IOL in the anterior capsule. Do these maneuvers very meticulously and take your time. Do not rush to bring the IOL into the anterior chamber. Once I have my IOL in the anterior chamber, I will refill the viscoelastic below and above the IOL to protect the endothelium and the posterior capsule. I am having a special instrument called IOL cutter from Epsilon, no financial interest. I am extending my side port entry so that I can introduce my micro forceps, which is a tissue holding forceps used in a D6 surgery, and I am using this particular forceps so that it has a very good hold and I will be able to cut my IOL without movement of the IOL. Always remember, bimanual method works like anything. So I need to hold my IOL in position and then I will cut it. Here serrated IOL cutting forceps is going in through a 2.6 mm incision. I was able to cut this IOL through and through very comfortably within seconds. As you have noted, this is an unedited video and is not fast forwarded. Now I will take my two halves into position so that each I will remove separately. In between viscoelastic injection below and above IOL is very important. Do not overfill the chambers. Make sure you have IOL orientation properly and manipulate the IOL with the left hand so that each piece can be removed conveniently. This is the first piece of IOL which has come out. Once the one piece of IOL has come out, again I would like to fill up the anterior chamber and capsular bag with viscoelastic, and I am going with my micro forceps and pulling out the second optic and the haptic of IOL, and it was a quite easy job. I have done all this through a 2.6 mm main port incision, and incision is not extended at all. Now we have both the optics of the IOL out. I recheck my posterior capsule and make sure that it is proper and you do not have any PCR before implantation of the second IOL. Now the second IOL is loaded in the cartridge and is ready to be implanted in the eye. Throughout the procedure, I have made sure that the anterior chamber and the capsular bag is filled with the viscoelastic. My maneuvers are very slow and I have avoided to touch any surrounding structures, especially endothelium, while maneuvering. A proper stepwise planning of surgery with a proper instrumentation is crucial. A serrated IOL cutting scissors from Epsilon, no financial interest, and the second instrument is a microforceps, which is usually used for dissect graft holding. Hope this will be helpful in your next case scenarios. Thank you and good day.